Hey guys, it's Tyler. We're back solving another LeetCode problem. Today is two sum. I feel like this one is a very common one. Had to get it out there, at least from my perspective. Maybe the other videos out there might be confusing to you, so I'm hoping this video can help you if that's the case and you're looking for videos. But yeah, let's get to it. So, given an array of integers nums and an integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to the target. So you may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. You can return the answer in any order. All right. So for this example, you have 2, 7, 11, 15. The target is 9. So it's going to return the indices of 2 and 7 because that adds up to 9, which is 0 and 1. Makes sense. And then for this one, 3, 2, 4. The target is 6. 2 and 4 add up to 6. So we return the indices 1 and 2. Okay. So getting into the solution, what you want to do is create a hash map. Also, if you aren't familiar with hash maps, I would recommend searching that up. It's very important with these kinds of questions. So hash map, integer, right, for the key and value. So we just call it map is equal to new hash map, syntax. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to loop through the array. And as we're looping through the array, we're going to check, okay, is the complement in the hash map? And if it's not, then we're going to add it to the hash map. And we're going to keep going through the array until we find the complement, because we're going to have every single value. So look at this example right here. So we're going to add the 2 to the hash map, right? We're going to look for the complement, see, okay, is the complement in the hash map? It's not going to be in the hash map because the hash map is empty. So we're going to add the 2, and then we go to the next value, 7. We say, okay, is the complement of 7 in the hash map? And the complement of 7 is 2, and those equal to 9. So you return 0 and 1, the indices of those two. So that's basically what we're going to be doing. So let's go do that. So int I equals 0. I is less than nums.length. And I plus plus. Okay, so then int complement is equal to target minus nums I. And then if map dot get, or no, not get, contains key complement, if it contains the complement, then that means we have the two values that we need, and we could just return an array of those two indices. So map dot get complement as well as I, right? Because I is the indices that we're at, or index that we're at right now. And then if we get this far, we're gonna have to put the value at index I into the map. So map.put nums I with the indices I, or the index I. And then yeah, from here, if it gets this far, then that means it's not supposed to return anything inside of the array. So we can just do this with an empty array, and that should work. Let's see. Class, what time is it? Where am I at? 9. Oh, I see, I messed up the parentheses. Let's see if that works. Oh, I didn't yeah, oh, sure, but my next piece work. Oh gosh. Okay. Come on now. My syntax is crazy today. Let's go. All right. Accept it. I look crazy with my syntax, but we got to the solution. Now, let me explain this again for you guys. All right, so we started off by creating a hash map, right? And we're going through the for loop. Remember, we want this to be linear time of n time, right? So basically, the best way to do this is just to go through the loop one time, right? I mean, go through the array one time, right? So we go into it, we go into the loop, we get the complement, we say, okay, is the complement of nums I, is the complement in the map already? And if it's not, then put nums I into the map with the index that it has. And then we're basically just looping until we get to the value that has a complement of something that's in the map. And if it doesn't, then it just returns an empty array. So yeah, that's how you do two sum, guys. I hope you guys understood that. See you next time.